that this film completely blew me away, but it did leave a smile on my face after it got over. Welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita. Hope you all are doing well. And yes guys, I know this review is coming a little late. I'm really sorry about that, but I definitely wanted to talk and discuss about this film and share my thoughts with you. So yes, today I will be talking about the Amazon Prime release Halal Love Story directed by Zakaria Mohammed. So a few days before the release of this movie, I had watched Sudani from Nigeria and I was blown away by that movie. So I was really looking forward to watch Halal Love Story as well. Now I know I shouldn't compare, but because I watched both the films in such a short span of time, my mind was automatically, comparing the two films, which I know is not correct. So yes, when I realized what my brain was doing, I consciously blocked my view of Sudani from Nigeria and I said, no, I have to watch this film as an independent entity. Otherwise, my analysis won't be fair. So yes, without dealing this any further, let's just get into the detailed analysis. In a nutshell, the story is about a set of people who want to fulfill their dream and aspiration of making a film. They are the members of a progressive social Muslim organization and they aspire to make a film that does not have any haram in it. For example, like violence or seductive and suggestive songs, etc. And thus the title of the film, Halal Love Story. Halal means permissible, so basically making a film, aspiring to make a film which is within the permissible guidelines of their faith. And there is this one dialogue in the film which completely summarized the core and heart and soul of the movie for me. In the film, one of the characters says, "Why should people like us not have halal films to watch?" I mean, that just summed it up for me. And I liked how subtly it was touched upon the fact through this movie that because of, certain wrongdoings of a set of people, the entire community is looked down upon. The entire tone of the film is very light-hearted and warm, but as an audience, that message will come across to you. And that's what I like most about the story, that yes, on the surface you would feel that you are being taken on a journey of these people's life, but underneath there are many layers to unravel. I love Zakaria's style of simplistic direction because it instantly makes me feel connected to the characters. I personally think he knows really well how to, balance the element of humor and drama, because there are scenes where you would feel that tension building up and you would be bracing yourself that okay, one dramatic emotional scene will be coming, and then suddenly this element of humor is added to it, and I feel that transition is so smoothly done. That is his mastery as a director. He has also co-written the script. Now yes, I wouldn't say that the writing was very gripping and strong, but there are so many elements about the writing that I actually liked. Number one, the entire dynamics between the husband and wife, Sharif and Sohra. I felt that entire subplot and that entire universe was very well written. Second, the entire process of filmmaking, how much effort it takes to put an entire film together, how many people it takes. It's just not the actors who are doing it, it's the director, spot boy, cameraman, lighting, sound, this and that. So I think those scenes were very well written. Third, I love the character dynamic of Tawfiq and Rahim. I really liked it. It was so simple yet pure, and you could really understand the point of view of where they are coming from. You might or might not agree with their point of views, but the sincerity with which that was portrayed, I really liked that. Now my gripe with writing was with Siraj's character. Now I actually loved his character because Jojo George portrayed it so well. So I'll come to the performances later, but in terms of writing, I felt that all the other characters were given a definitive arc and some sort of a conclusion, but his was just left open-ended, which I found a little disappointing. I do not have any complaints with the pace of the film. I think this movie was very well paced. The way the editor Sridharan has put all the scenes together and the way this movie flowed from one scene to another, I think it really captured the pulse of the film. When I read the credits and saw Sridharan's name, I was thinking, where have I heard this name? I think he has edited one more really nice film where I've credited him. And then I looked back and I realized, oh, it was Kumbalangi Nights. That movie also felt like a breeze and so did this one. The score and the songs is one of the biggest positive highlights of this film. Like I said before that the edit felt like a breeze, and I want to credit the score also for this particular aspect, because if not for this beautiful background score and the beautiful songs, it wouldn't have warmed my heart as much. You know what it gave me a feeling of? That I was sitting on a swing in a beautiful garden surrounded by greenery and birds, and I was just swinging very, very peacefully. It actually gave me that feeling. You know, keep all the aspects of the film in one side, you know, sound, performance, direction, writing, score, and keep cinematography on one side. This is the most superior aspect of the film, because in this film they are showing filmmaking. So it's a film in a film, and that is why I felt so intrigued by the entire camera work. That was the most fascinating aspect for me in the cinematography. Apart from how the overall movie was shot, it was beautiful. But you know, those scenes where, you know, they are doing the film setup, they're setting up the camera, all behind the scenes, how they are shooting the entire thing, I loved that camera work. The cinematographer Ajay Menon made it look so engaging and intriguing that I was not able to move my eye away. Now let's credit the performances. First, let me talk about the cameo roles of Sobin Shahir and Parvati. I loved it. Parvati's screen presence is so electrifying. The entire sequence where she is actually teaching the techniques of acting to all the people was the most engaging and entertaining sequence for me in the film. Her screen presence is no joke, guys. She is a powerhouse. Sobin, with minimal effort, like I said in my Sudani from Nigeria review, that with very little he gives out so much more, and here also he had such a tiny role, but I got so much out of it. He made me laugh so much, he made me just fall in love with him so much more. Every time he was screaming silence, I was laughing so much. I loved him. Jojo George as Siraj, that's why I think I felt personally so disheartened that, you know, his character did not get a definitive ending arc. I think that is my personal bias, I feel, because he acted so well. He was so natural and brilliant. The way he was acting out his frustrations, the way he had command over the set as a director, the way he broke down when he couldn't meet his daughter, just brilliant. Then we have Sharifuddin as Tawfiq, who was so endearing in this movie. He's the guy who has this certain set of beliefs, who wants to do the right thing, and you know, he is the guy who keeps across his point in a very humble and kind way. And the way he portrayed this character, I absolutely believed him. Nazir Karuthani as Rahim was also extremely endearing. Now Tawfiq and Rahim are the people who have their own certain set of beliefs and who want to make this film conforming to those beliefs. And I think the sincerity with which both of these characters were portrayed and written, I loved their acting. I absolutely loved them. Indrajit Sukumaran as Sharif, I think he was one of the most well-written characters in this movie. He's a guy who always believed that he's a very good actor. He was born to perform, and then that belief gets shattered. The way it was portrayed by him, I absolutely loved it. The dilemma and the frustration in his mind when him being a good husband is questioned. You know, he always thought that he was a good husband. He had performed all his duties properly towards his wife. But when a question mark is put on that aspect, the way he emotes and, you know, thinks about these aspects and comes to a realization, I think Indrajit Sukumaran was just fantastic in this movie. But for me, the winner of this film is Grace Anthony. She just completely took the spotlight. She was the best character written as per me. Her entire arc from, you know, not being able to speak her mind freely to completely being comfortable about her feelings to her husband was fabulous. And that credit along with the writing goes to Grace's amazing acting. I loved how natural all the actors were in this movie, and the fact that, you know, they were making a movie in the movie, so that a transition between, you know, action and cut was so well done. Is this a perfect film in all aspects? No. Is this the most superior Malayalam movies that I've watched from all the limited movies that I've watched? No. But there is this honesty and sincerity in the storytelling which made me happy. So many aspects about this film just touched my heart. Number one, how a set of simple people who are guided by their faith, who believe in something so strongly, just want to do the right thing. Second, there are so many scenes in this film, so subtly it has been put and shown that how if a conflict is emerging, gets resolved between two parties. Be it the conflict shown between the husband and wife, be it the difference of opinion between Shiraj and Tawfiq. I think the way the resolution has been reached of these conflicts, the way it has been shown, was really beautiful. It just goes to show that even if two people have a difference in opinion, if you really want to reach a consensus, it's possible. There is this dialogue in the film which explains that everything gets judged basis on your intentions. When you do an action, the action does not matter, the intention behind that action matters. I think that was such a strong message. So yes, all these things shown are really not in your face. They are so subtly shown, but you will pick them up. So that's why I think this movie is worth the watch. Yes, it is not a perfect film by any means. It has its flaws, but I think it is still an important and a nice, decent, feel-good film to watch. The movie is streaming on Amazon Prime, and that was my analysis and perspective on the Malayalam movie Halal Love Story. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have come till the end, thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you on my next video. Bye bye.